Gezi, congratulations. Defence has started off and running. Did you make that a little bit harder than it should have been?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. Obviously the sleeping pattern and where I wanted to be at the minute, and I was up really early today, but even just in the practice room, I didn't feel it. I felt really cold in there and just couldn't warm up tidy when I was practicing or when I was sat down. I just felt like things weren't right. But it was a decent game. I thought I played average, but he hit some decent scores at the right time against my leg and put me under some pressure. And sometimes that can help. Give you a little kick up a backside, ready for the next one.
In terms of pressure, is this one the worst, as in the first game? Because none of you guys want to lose to one of the regional players.
Yeah, no, it's like, to be honest, no disrespect. I didn't really know how good the player was, and sometimes that's a little bit harder. I'd rather know what I'm coming up against. But yeah, I thought he played pretty decent, and I weren't firing on all cylinders, but a win's a win.
Yeah, and we know you won this last year. Is it important to you even to defend titles like the World Series events?
Not so much about defending them, but just winning them, and giving you a boost of confidence going into next week. And every time you win, when you go into the next one, you're full of confidence. So winning breeds confidence, and that's all I want at the minute.
The way you're playing, are you disappointed that you haven't got a big one on the CV yet this year?
No, I'm not bothered. As long as I can be consistent and keep picking up some good ranking points, then if I don't win tournaments, but I get the quarters, semis, and finals, then trophies don't matter to me. It's just the ranking points and a bit of money at the minute.
Yes, Gezi, thanks very much.
No worries.
Hi, Gezi. So quite a focused performance up there tonight. How do you balance that focus that you need up in the stage and sort of trying to enjoy yourself away from the stage for the 2 weeks or so that you've got out there?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't do much when I'm off the stage. I tend to try and sleep and get myself into the right sleeping patterns because it's difficult trying to shrug off the jet lag. But yeah, I thought I played all right today. I wasn't spectacular. I've been in a lot better form over this year, but it's the first round. I was a little bit cold, like I said. It wasn't good in the practice room, but I've got through and I'll look forward to tomorrow.
You say you didn't know too much about Joe. Were you quite impressed with what you saw from him tonight?
Yeah, in patches, I thought he played well. Against the throw, if he probably could have done that on his throw, then it would have been a closer game, especially the way I was playing. But yeah, in patches he was good, but in patches he was a bit like me, a bit rubbish as well.
A couple of weeks have passed since the World Match Play. How do you reflect on your week in Blackpool?
Yeah, I thought it was a good week. A little bit disappointing towards the end. Obviously Josh played really well against me and in some good form, but yeah, it was a bit disappointing. I thought I was there to win it and had a really good chance, but there's a load of good players out there who were playing really well at the minute and came up against a good player in Josh. And, fair play to him. He took out some good shots, some good timely shots. I couldn't get a leg in front, and he won, I think, the first two or three. Yeah, before every break, he was just that one leg in front, and it was quite difficult for me. But yeah, he played really well.
Thank you, Gezi.
No worries.
Well done, Gerwyn, on that win up there. You just said to Phil, trophies don't matter, which is quite a strange comment from someone who's won so much in the game and is one of the top guys. When did that mindset sort of change to just winning trophies to making money and just getting those ranking points?
I've just got a family to look after, but and as long as I provide for those and build a platform and invest my money well, then yeah, I mean, I love to win trophies. I love to do well and leave a legacy, but money means everything, does it?
And do you think that almost relieves some pressure? Because this year, I mean, last year was disappointing by your levels, and this year we've seen you back to your best, big performances, winning trophies. Has that relieved pressure and allowed you to put in these big performances?
I don't think so. I mean, I want to win every tournament I go into, and I put myself under pressure, but you can't win everything the way the standard is at the minute, but I'll try my best. But yeah, what eased the pressure is that I've invested my money well, and I'm not in the game. I'm not under pressure if I don't win, but if I do, then the rewards are there.
do you think more players should perhaps look at that in their own game just to make sure that there's life after darts if things don't work out, that
No,
it's not all the
I
eggs in
think
one basket?
it's better than to just like gamble, stay in the casino, lose all their money, and be under pressure. So it's easier for me.
Well done, Getsy. Thank you.
No worries, what?
Gezi, how do you get over jet lag when you go to Australia? Because it's a killer sometimes, isn't it? How you feel?
It have been for the last 2 or 3 years. For me, is like I haven't gone, I haven't gone off the sleep pattern. I'm still stuck on the UK pattern. Sleep all day and awake all night. But I think if I stay awake quite late tonight, the jet lag will be gone, which will be good.
Are you going to be right to do 3 games in a row tomorrow? Because we don't want to see you falling asleep in the backstage, do we?
That's what I mean. I need a good night's sleep, but I need to get it by tomorrow.
I haven't spoken to you for a while. You look amazing. You've lost considerable weight, haven't you? How much have you? If you don't mind me asking, how much you've lost kilos wise?
I'm not sure what it is in kilos. How many kilos in a stone? Maybe. I actually,
14?
yeah, I think I've lost about 15, 13, between 13 and 15 kilos.
Wow. And then that's dieting
Yeah,
and just.
about 3 stone, yeah. Dieting, back in the gym, and yeah, just looking after myself.
You look fantastic. It looks great. How does that impact your throw, or does it make your throw different? Does it make any difference to when you're
I
muscle
don't think
movement?
I don't think it affects me physically when I'm throwing, but mentally it definitely helps. I feel comfortable. I'm in some smaller clothes. I feel better in myself, and yeah, mentally it's a lot better.
Was that the first indication when you put on the shirts and you realised I might need to get a size downwards, maybe?
I tried to squeeze into a large a little bit too soon, and yeah, after a month or two, I could fit it in. Like it was all right then.
And is this going to stay now? This is not just for the summer. This is a lifestyle change that you're going to carry on because you're a father of 2. You're 40 now.
Hopefully,
These
but
things
I
impact.
don't know. I've started craving McDonald's now again, so I'm not sure. Like,
Well, if you win the title, I think you'd be guaranteed. You can deserve yourself a McDonald's if you win tomorrow
I was
night.
at 1:30 this morning, so give her another month. If I keep doing it, I'll be back on.
And just on the shirts, we know you often wear the shirts in relation to where you are. You look like you're playing against the Lions, that Aussie gold shirt. I mean, was that whose decision was that, the one you're wearing?
Well, like you said, I do it wherever I go now, Premier League and different World Series events. So yeah, I chose the colours and I picked this one, but I think it goes well.
And just that result last year when you spanked Luke Littler 8-1. I mean, was that one of your best performances last season if you look at 2024 as a whole, in terms of the actual, I mean, on paper it looks amazing, that 8-1.
Yeah, looking back to what 2024 is probably, since I've had my tour card, the worst season that I've had. I was absolute rubbish, like, but yeah, I think it was a good game, and I watched it back on the TV a couple of times in the practice room. Yeah, I have dropped a couple of pounds since then, haven't I?
Well, good luck tomorrow as well. I hope you get some sleep tonight as well.
No worries, thanks, man.
Thank you.
One.